TimeTech3. Here we go, people. I hope I've kept your interest. If I haven't, I don't really care. There's somebody else that might be interested. And if nobody is interested, I'm just taking up space on the internet. Who cares? Okay, there's a lot of garbage on the internet. A whole lot of garbage. Most of it in form of typing. Most of it in form of blogs. And the rest of it in form of email. Okay. A long time ago, I came up with a story. The story was about a visionary trillionaire, okay, who decided he was going to invent a way to communicate with other universes and other planet Earths in those universes. Within the Omniverse, which is my terminology for where all the other universes exist, would be the Omniverse, which is basically the place of multiple universes. Or is it universi? Would you stop? I love dogs. I hope they exist somewhere else. Here is just not good. I love dogs. I love cats. I love all animals. Please don't get upset. Okay. I called it the Ethereal Broadcasting Network, or Ethereal Networks Conglomerate Incorporated. The Ethereal Broadcasting System will consist of video voice transmission, incredibly long distance phone calls. Oh, I don't even know how to think about billing that stuff. Oh my god. It'll have to be free. It'll just have to be free. That's it. The first minute at least. You know, that's how the cell phone companies... Who remember that? Who remembers that? Or am I too old for that? 20-something years ago, they used to give you one free minute. The one you started when you called, when you picked up the phone. That was your free minute. But if you used 1 second of the second minute, that counted as a whole minute. Anyway, fractional minutes was a big drawback in those days. Okay. Alright. Time is a radio wave. That's a fact. It was verified. I have it somewhere in here with all my other research and garbage. It is a radio wave, which means two things. It can be recorded. It can be transversed. We don't have to go faster than light to time travel. We just gotta go faster than time to time travel. That's all. Has anybody figured that out? Everybody wants to go faster than light speed. Now why don't we figure out the speed of time? God, whatever your God or entity of great power might be, whomever and whatever its form may take, to be politically correct and not start something major. It is 2012. We must be politically careful. Actually, we should be politically silent, but that might cause a problem too. They'll think they're being ignored and they'll nuke us. Okay, here we go. Enough banter. The Ethereal Broadcasting System. Six-dimensional television, people. What's six-dimensional television? Well, here. First thing you need to do is look this up. This is what I came up with in the year 2007. Six-dimensional data storage. Okay? I looked it up for the first time in these last month or two. It exists, people. Six-dimensional data storage. Come on. It really is true. I get frightened sometimes about these terms that come into my head as I'm writing about how they play into time travel and a time machine and the fix to a fault that's in this time machine. this stuff is real. All this terminology is real. Whether it actually applies to anything, actually it does. I sat in a chair, I was doing something on the computer, and suddenly it came into my mind, electron accelerators. So I type in electron accelerator, and there's this diagram how to make one. It's a cardboard tube with some wire wrapped around it. Wow. Who the heck comes up with something like that while you're sitting reading some stupid thing on the internet, some slanted news in one direction or the other, or the European news at least, and that's not even slanted, that's like perpendicular. But who comes up with this stuff? Who came up with subquantum etheric flux receivers and chargers? Imagine sitting there reading some stupid blog or website about something nonsensical or another, and all of a sudden you come up with accumulation of subquantum etheric energy. Let me tell you, people, I have no idea what the hell that really means. None. None at all. None. None. It's real. It actually exists. Look it up. I dare you to look up everything that I've said so far. Every single thing is real. Okay. Never read that before. This is more research. A lot of research. Look it all up, people. Look up. Here's a good page for you. See? Here, look. Can you read that? Probably not. But there it is. Subquantum etheric energy flux. The whole page. There we go. Actually, there's a whole bunch of pages. This was written the same time I was writing it in a journal. I have the journal. It's real. I'm not playing games, people. I don't even know what this stuff means. I didn't have terminology for it then, but I explained what it was. Lots of subquantum stuff that I don't really have any clue about. If any of you are physicists, please contact me. Leave a comment, and I'll give you an email address. Please, I really need assistance to understand this stuff, because I don't know the math. But I do seem to understand thermodynamics, subquantum physics, quantum physics, every other type of physics. I never saw a physics book in my life, people. Something real is happening. I don't know this stuff. This is all junk to me that somebody may have written as a thesis. I don't know it. I don't know what it really means. But I know how it interacts with the photo that I posted. That John Teeter, look up John Teeter and then look up Time Machine photo. I am starting to be able to know what the components are. I have figured out what the components are. I'm starting to be able to diagram it as it should be. Components, what they are, what they do. And I'm finding out that a lot of this stuff is old technology. It's using vacuum tubes. Now let me tell you why that's important. If nobody's seen a vacuum tube, it's a glass tube that it's old technology. It's the first electronics. It's a vacuum with a filament to heat up a cathode so that it gives off emissions in order to amplify radio signal. That's the most basic thing. And first things first is it is a diode, which means it only allows current to go in one direction. Okay? End of TimeTech3.